Okay, well, now that I got my attempt at Kubrickian filmography out of the way, today we have Transformers 30th Anniversary Generations Metroplex. And oh man, is he beautiful. I'm probably going to skip over the actual transformation stuff on, Metroplex himself. But before we get into Metroplex himself, let's hop over to my review station and talk about his little individual accessories. So, yeah, it's easier to talk about his accessories by themselves. So let's go and get his guns out of the way and talk about little Scamper. Now, I don't have a G1 Scamper, so this is going to be my first, this is going to be a completely unbiased opinion of the little minifigure. And this little guy is freaking awesome. You could almost say you buy Metroplex just for him, because he's really cool. I do hope they repaint him. And he comes packaged in vehicle mode, but his robot mode's very good. He's got the red head sculpt. He's got ball joints everywhere. Ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips, and ball jointed knees. So for his size, he is very, very posable. His ball jointed shoulders are a little bit loose. Sometimes if you turn his arm the wrong way, it'll pop the shoulder joint loose. But it's alright, No back kibble at all. He's got his little blaster gun here. Of course, he can peg into his hand, and it's just a great little figure. Let's go ahead and get size comparison out of the way. And yeah, he's almost Commander class. He's not bad in size scale. I really do like this. Let me get my Viacon over here also. So yeah, and he's also noticeably taller than a regular Legion scale. So he's a nice little happy medium between Legion and Commander, and it's great. I like I said, I hope they repaint this guy, because I would not mind having an extra one. And to transform him, pop his gun out of his hand, straighten his arms out, flip his whole hood up. You got this little hinge there that flips that in, close his legs together. And you're going to make sure that these little tabs right here go between that slot there. And all these tabs right here, this actually goes into his hand. He's got another tab further up that goes into the back of his forearm. And he turns into it looks like a Lamborghini with super thrusters slapped on his backside. I really do like that. This is a nice looking. I've seen pictures of Virgil Scamper, and this is a great little update to the figure. And for another size comparison, there we go. And there we go. So, again, he's a nice happy medium between the two sizes, which I really do like. So let's go ahead and get into Metroplex's dual cannons. These are the ones that are mounted on his shoulders, but he can take them off. He can handhold them. And they're big enough that I can hold them in my hand like little toy guns, which is great, Great molded detail all over. Simple, but still great. And that's a little sticker right there, so. And these are 5mm pegs down here, so if you are so inclined, you can have Springer wielding these big bleep-off cannons, oh doom. Fortunately, he can't really double-hand them. But still, that's awesome! I love that! Now let's go ahead and keep Springer on screen as we talk about the biggest weapon of all on here. I don't got the missile in, but yeah. It's longer than a Voyager. And the smaller guns are almost as tall as a Voyager. Actually, they're still, if you're standing straight up, the smaller guns would be as tall as a Voyager. And the best thing I love about this gun is that it looks like a spaceship. You got the bridge up here. You got these little molded guns all over. It's like it gets manned and Metroplex launches it off on its own missions. And again, if you're so inclined, little Scamper can do the same thing. And one thing that's actually a running theme, I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but there are 5mm peg ports all over Metroplex. Doesn't really seem a lot obvious right there until maybe I do that. There we go. Let's get the spring off the side. Yeah, look at that. I should pose them like that. So yeah, there's the accessories. Let's go ahead and hop back over to Metroplex. Okay, well, seems like we got the accessories out of the way, let's talk about Metroplex himself, and let's get the size comparisons done too. So, here is Metroplex next to RID Prime, Cyberverse, Skyquake, Dreadwing actually, I'm sorry. And for the older comparison, here he is next to Generations Drift. So yeah, you can still see that. Yeah, he's dwarfing these guys. And follow Cybertron, Shockwave. But the best comparison shot of all, Cybertron Unicron, the last giant transformer that we've had. This guy's huge. So let me go ahead and change positions and get over here on the side. Talk about Metroplex himself. He, for his size, is surprisingly articulated. He's got full 360-degree shoulders. He's got up and down going on. He's got upper arm swivel. Nice ratcheted elbows. Swivel at the wrist. And all his main finger joints are articulated. Now, a lot of the silver you see on him, I got a little carried away. I added all the silver. I think it does add a lot to him. A lot of sticker detailing all over. He rotates at the waist. Now, that's one thing you gotta worry about. His knees, for his size, are actually surprisingly weak, because sometimes he'll just straight out fold forward. It's kind of embarrassing, but universal jointed hips. He's got a upper above the knee thigh swivel and articulated knee joints. His shoulder guns don't move too much. This moves up and down, and his head swivels. I haven't been able to get it to work right, but his visor does go up and down. I think mine's not really broken, but QC issues going on there, so no problem. But here's the kicker right here.
Decepticon deactivation commencing.
And if you reach behind him, there's actually a little lever that his eyes can move back and forth.
Target synchronizing initiated.
And all these sound effects are from the game.
Obliterated. These Decepticons scatter like cowards.
He says like 8 to 10 different phrases, which is really cool. And if we turn around, we can see on the back that there's no kibble on this guy, And he's got great molded detail all over again. Stickers. This is just really great figure. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, though, I'm going to skip the transformations because it's just a pain in the butt. Although, one thing I do want to point out is they got one cute little detail in here. Cute, that's a bad term to use. But if you look right there, you can see a little miniature Optimus Prime, and I think that's Ultra Magnus, and over here's a Bumblebee, and over there's a little RC. That shows you the scale that this guy's meant to be considered. So, yeah. Oh, and one little thing I want to show off before I stop is down here on his knee pads. There's these little tabs here, and there's these little slots back here that if you are so inclined, you can make these really cool looking platforms. And this is probably going to be the only one that I do the transformation for on camera. This isn't my original idea. I make no attempt to claim it. Oh, and there's a little cockpit up here. You can fold this panel out. You got some guns and a little spot for guys to sit. I'm using my old tripod right now. There you go. And you fold the head down. And now you have a great tower mode. I like this. You can even fold this arm out here, extend out the other gun. So yeah, this guy is just... Alright, well, when I pick back up, I'm going to be going to the vehicle mode first. So yeah, see you then. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and ditch the long, tall stand and go just hand-wise. As you can see, again, he dwarfs all these other guys. Here's a little scamper even. He's massive. I mean, look at Unicron over there. You got these nice runways going on here. You got the cannon arms there. You got helicopter pad. You got the little gun station right there. And still, lights and sounds work. Got another gun station over there. An interesting thing is in the IDW comic that comes packed with Optimus Prime, this isn't just a land-based vehicle. This is a bloomin' spaceship. This is a star cruiser. And Alpha Trion is standing on it, and he's like this tall up on the tip of the landing platforms. And they got the cool little grabby arm thing here. Okay, yeah, there's not a whole lot with it, but it's a playset for your smaller figures, and it really does work really well with the smaller figures. Not so much with the deluxes, I'll give you that, but still. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get him into his last mode, the base mode. Alright, so now we got him in base mode, and it's huge. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but you can still see him compared next to Unicron, Generations Drift, Fall of Cybertron, Air Raid. There's a little scamper over there, and there's Cyberverse, Skyquake. And okay, his guns, they become towers and all that, and you got the fold-out platform that I showed off in tower mode. Still, and the stickers all over with the sticker detailing. Can't see those stickers, can you? Let me bring in. There we go. And then there's stickers over here. Over there, over there. Just, if you can afford to get this guy, he belongs in your collection. I mean, last time we had a Transformer that qualified as, quote, this big, was Fort Max. And nowadays he's reissues going for like $300-400. He's $130. I got him off a Big Bad Toy Store shipped. So $128, which is still cheaper than Toys R Us. And I'll put a link down below for that. I can't sing the praises of this guy enough. Now, unfortunately, you know, I'm kind of restricted on my budget. So this pretty much shot my budget for the next month and a half, $130. But I got a couple of stuff ready to review. So don't worry, I might be a little late on my reviews, but I'll keep reviewing stuff. So, this has been Takade with a review of Transformers Generations, biggest Autobot ever, Metroplex. And thank you very much for watching.